What it is, we back, and I think this is gonna be the last video we talk about the new consoles that are coming out, because I mean, all the information's out there, and a couple people asked me like, what's a definitive choice when it comes to, you know, the two choices that we talked about. And all right, so here's the deal. If I had to pick which one to get and make a definitive choice, I would have to say neither one. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy, right? But yeah, as I said before in all the videos, I stand by my videos, what I said. But as I said, I mean, for the price of what they're doing and compared to building a gaming PC, laptop, or console, stuff like that, the price is there. The price is, you know, reasonable. But it's not affordable. You know? Because here's the deal. The consoles, as we said, even at the high end on both ends, are $500. And that's for with, again, this is with disc, and we're talking about the PlayStation and Xbox. And digital is either the $300 system from Microsoft or the $400 system from Sony. And either way you put it, if I was to pick one, I wouldn't pick either one, because it's too expensive in the long run. And what I mean in the long run is, now that all the information's out there on what you will need in order to play and feel comfortable playing the systems, it's easily bumped up to $800 if you're buying, you know, because you have to get the memory cards, which are like, again, $200. Let's just throw in plus tax $300, an extra $300. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting anything now. If you were to get something and you don't mind waiting, I would say wait 2 years to 3 years before you do buy the system. And now I know, whoa, chill, hold on a second, wait a minute. Everybody's like, wait, I gotta wait that long? Most of you waited 2 to 3 years for a movie to come out. So trust me, you can wait 2 to 3 years for the system to actually work the bugs out, and also drop in price to make it affordable, and hopefully, you know, fix the hardware situation. So if I was to make a list, from one being the great offender of why I say don't buy, and then everything else underneath that is kind of like you can deal with it, I would say let's do it like this. The number one egregious offender of why I say don't buy is to plainly say that the storage capacity is not okay. I'm gonna say for the most part. Try to keep it PC, but it's not. It's, to be honest, it doesn't live up to where technology has gone. We've literally went back in time to the eras of the PlayStation 2, the Nintendo GameCube, 64, the Dreamcast eras, you know, and the Xbox 360 days, where you needed a memory card to make sure you had enough file save space to play your games. Now, the difference between then and now is the fact that, who is this? I don't know who you are. Stop calling. Messing up my video. Yeah, as I say, we've really rewound time. Okay, we really turned back time. If you could turn back time. Seriously, we really went back in time where you need memory cards in order to save space, but at the same time, the technology that they're giving us isn't matching up. Like, we have all these beautiful concepts of color and rates and frame rate and all this stuff, if you want to get into, and blah blah blah. But what I feel that they took a step back and kind of are gypping us as gamers and consumers on is the game space saving on the system, where no matter if you, as I said, get the $500 system, which is a disc that you put in and play, or you get the download only system, which you download everything digitally, with the disc, you still have to download the game to the console, which is, to tell you the truth, not fair, because it's stealing space from you to play your game. So, as number one offender on why you shouldn't buy either one of these consoles, it would be the hardware space that they're giving you is not enough. And again, we talked about how the game files are so big that the space that sounds like a lot isn't. Put it like this. You bought a brand new phone, right? All these bells and whistles they throw in there, but you can only save 5 to 10 phone contacts on the phone. Mind you, you bought it to use the phone to make contacts, even without all the internet stuff that they probably threw in there. At the end of the day, you can only save 5 to 10 contacts, which means in a situation that you need to contact someone else, you got to walk around with a separate SIM card. And let's take note that, SIM cards have made a bigger leap and jump in storage space than consoles have, which is sad, to tell you the truth. But the fact that what they're giving us doesn't match up is just wrong, okay? On your cell phone, you have the ability to have thousands of numbers probably at this point, but could you imagine only having 5 or 10 numbers that you can save on your phone because the amount of space is being taken up by all these other items? But you have to walk around with a SIM card in order to switch out. You're trying to look for a contact. This isn't on here. So you have to switch out the SIM card, put this on, or you have to delete a contact, but save it somewhere else and put it back on later. That's the situation. If you figure and are feeling like that will be annoying, that's how it's going to be when you are playing games or using your system. If you ever want to use another game, you have to go get something else, transfer it over, put it back on. Like, do you understand? I'd rather just take the game out that I want to play, put another game in, if that's the case. So, yeah, as an offender, I would say the save space. And first of all, I really want to know, Microsoft and Sony, what's the benefits of this whole DRM situation? Why is it that if I have a disc, why can't I just pop my disc in and play? Just like with the PlayStation 3, just like with the Xbox